everyone, I'm Sophie, a 26-year-old living alone in a rented one-bedroom flat, and I'm on Universal Credit. Over the last few months since moving into my own place, money has been really hard to keep on top of, and this year I want to try and be better with my money. Today is the 24th of January and it's payday, but it'll probably be the next day when I post this. So I thought I would try and start recording how I spend my money each week and by sticking to some kind of budget. The first week's shop on or around payday usually results in me spending a little more than other weeks, mainly because I've been quite hungry the last week or so, as Christmas last month made things a little tighter. Before I begin, just want to add a disclaimer sort of thing. This is my own way of doing things. I'm not recording these to tell you what to spend your money on or how to spend it each week. It's simply just a way for those who may be in a similar situation to myself and may need a little bit of inspiration. This month, for the first time, I tried to properly budget a little before even thinking about a shopping list of any sort. I took into account my month's rent, phone bill, internet bill, some other expenses such as Netflix, and also some money goes into a savings account for emergencies or to actually save. Then I write a shopping list using the Asda app or website for estimated prices. I also did a separate list of all the dinners that I like and would cook for myself, so there was a lot of options for each week. So here's my whole Asda food and essential shop for the week. This all came to £34.55, £34.15 plus 2 bags for life, as I had a trolley for the majority of it, which is actually a little bit less than I originally assumed it would be. This isn't everything though, so I will probably pop to Lidl or something later in the week for a few extras because I really couldn't carry anything else. Just starting with the essentials, I always thought that Smart Price was just shoddy quality, but I actually really find that the Smart Price kitchen roll and toilet roll is really good. Could really last a week if you're careful, especially the toilet roll as it is double rolls, but at 99p and £1.93p each, it's not that bad if you do need some more later. Washing up liquid, a cheap 37p, though I usually get the bigger one for around 89p, but they didn't have any this time. Air freshener, which is the Glade Fresh Linen for £1. I prefer this one to the Asda own brand version. Foil for £1.70, this is just the first one I picked up at a decent price. Some Asda Golden Orchid fabric softener for £1.50. 2 packets of Asda sanitary pads for 54p each, so that's £1.08p for both. And some rubber gloves. I already had some for washing the dishes, but wanted some for cleaning around the house and they were £1. On to my drinks for the week. I really like Asda's own brand fizzy drinks. I bought 5 because they're currently on offer. That offer is 5 for £2.50. Separately they're 60p each, so in a way I think you're getting an extra for about 10p, as separately 4 would cost you £2.40, so I can't resist this offer. I can usually make these last over 2 to 3 days each, so they will likely last the entire week. I also bought some squash, which is 99p, and this one is orange and mango, but sometimes I get orange and pineapple. I also needed some more milk. I only bought 2 pints as I had a little bit left that will be okay for a few more days, and sometimes I don't use it much, and this is 89p. This is my treat for the week, as I am obsessed with chocolate raisins lately, so I always buy a few packs. Today I got 4, which honestly probably won't last a week, but oh well. These are 69p each, so altogether it's £2.76. Sometimes I get a bag of chocolate peanuts either as well or replacing a bag of the chocolate raisins, they're also 69p. A loaf of bread, which is 49p. This will probably just be used for some toast for breakfast or some snack sandwiches. Sometimes it's used for a few dinner sides, but probably not this week. So next, some plain flour, which was 60p. This is mainly for toading the whole batter later this week, but if I feel like it, I may use it to make a few biscuits or something. But generally, something like this could last a few weeks depending on what I'm using it for. Sugar, again, mainly in case I wanted to make some biscuits or something, but it's 54p and could potentially last most of the month. Got a 4 pack of baked beans for £1. Much better price than Heinz or HP, and are definitely just as good. As I tend to have jacket potatoes once, maybe twice a week, I bought this bag for 91p, as I always do. These could last a week, maybe a week and a half, depending on my cooking choices. Then rice, a pack of 4 bags is 54p. I love chilli, so it's always a go-to dinner when I can fill it in. Mince, I usually would get 2 from Lidl as it's cheaper, but I really couldn't be bothered to go there, so I bought just 1 pack for £2.40 and decided to split it in half, which I don't usually do. Yesterday I had nachos for dinner, which used half the mince and most of these tortilla chips. I used cool flavour ones, but lightly salted is just as good for the same price of 75p. The rest will be for the chili to put in a little bowl on the side. To go with the nachos, I bought a jar of jalapenos for £1.60 and a jar of Asda salsa for 85p and a bag of cherry tomatoes for 48p, which I chopped some into quarters and put on top. Cheese for £1.99. I prefer just mild cheddar, but it can be used for a few of my dinners this week, including yesterday's nachos, and that may last past this week, but it kind of depends on how I use it. I also bought some Asda brilliantly buttery butter for 84p, but I forgot to record that individually, but it is seen in the intro. Sausages for 80p. Usually I get ones more expensive than this, but I saw these, so I thought I'd try them instead to save a little bit of money. I got these down for 2 dinners. A pack of 3 onions for 65p. They're quite big, so I'll probably will just half them for the dinners that they're needed for. That way there's just a bit more to last for the week. Smart Price kidney beans for 30p. I like these just as much as other brands, and this is for the chili, as is the 45p tin of chopped tomatoes. 5 tins of soup, which is for suppers for the majority of the week. I like to have a late evening hot supper if possible, and I am obsessed with these. 45p each, so it was £2.25 for 5. They're cheaper and just as good as Heinz. And here's the receipt. All 42 items for just £34.15, with an added 40p for 2 bags for life. So that's about it. The next few weeks are usually harder than this, so if anyone is actually interested, I will keep doing these to prove that it can be done, not just to myself, but for anyone who's watching this and are looking for that little bit of inspiration. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye for now and enjoy your week.